Hey, what's up guys? It's Stargirl.thepracticalwitch and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another November 2019 prediction where I tell you guys what's going to happen to you in the month of November 2019. So before we get started, I do need you to pick one of the four groups. This is group 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you've picked a group, you can fast forward to the timestamp I provide down below to see what your results are. If you need to pause the video to meditate on the cards, feel free to do so, but I also ask that you pick with your intuition and gut and not your eyes, because I find that warrants the best, most accurate results. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this pick a card prediction. Let's see what's coming for you November 2019. Alright, group number 1, let's see what's coming for you November 2019. So I'm going to show you guys periodically the images of the cards because I think it's important when deciphering what's coming to you if you can see the actual images, so bear with me. But I do have Mother Earth, I have Stag, I have Shapeshifter, Strength, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Wands, Death, the Five of Swords. Sorry guys, you're getting some pretty creepy, cryptic cards. I'm just kidding. Nothing in the tarot deck is creepy or cryptic, but it's definitely going to be a major month for you in November 2019. We have the Queen of Wands, and let's see what else we have. We have Scorpio, the 6th house, Uranus, and the 1st house. Alright, group number 1, so this is what I see for you November 2019. So first of all, we have the Strength card, which is a really empowering card because if you look at it, if you look at the Strength card, she's wearing the skin of her enemy. She's wearing the skin of the person who has hunted her down. So this is actually really awesome because in November 2019, group number 1, I feel like you're going to start to become very empowered because I sort of see your energy represented by these two cards right here, Mother Earth and Stag. I feel like a lot of you are very kind-hearted individuals. We have a lot of green, which tells me that you guys are probably heart chakra people, very pure, compassionate, and kind people, very empathetic, very sweet, very giving, because if you look at the Mother Earth card, she's actually pregnant. She's being nurturing. She's nurturing other people in her belly. She's nurturing the world in her belly. So I sort of feel like you guys have this very like motherly or fatherly, parental kind of energy. You like to help out other people. You're not one to go towards violence or confrontation or fights. You like peace. I'm getting like a hippie kind of vibe, peace, love, and you know, just a very peaceful vibe. But with that kind of vibe, group number 1, it comes with like the tendency to avoid conflict, to avoid being empowered, to avoid being a leader, to really just avoid like being your truest, authentic, bold, fierce self at times, group number 1. And with Shapeshifter, what I'm seeing for you guys is I really feel like in November 2019, you are going to become so empowered. So November is a time when everyone is going to be going through massive, great changes because of Scorpio season, and also because of what's going on astrologically with the crazy conjunction happening in Capricorn, December and January. So everyone is going to be pushed into massive change. But for you, group number 1, what I see is this change is going to be empowering for you. You guys are going to start turning into this Queen of Wands character. I see you guys becoming more empowered, more fierce, not afraid to be yourself. And that's also what I'm seeing with the Uranus and the 1st house cards, because Uranus, the planet Uranus, is about unexpected changes, rebellion, and also like just unique quirkiness. And that's going to be in your 1st house of physical body, outlook, and appearance. So guys, I really feel like you guys are going to change completely from the inside out in November, and it's going to be so obvious in November 2019. One of the ways is I see you being more bold, more outgoing, more willing to speak your mind. I see you being like more bold in the way you dress. I see you guys deciding, instead of focusing on other people, more focusing on yourself and becoming a leader and becoming bold and like your true authentic self from the inside out. So for some of you, this could manifest as a change in hair, a radical change in your appearance. This could manifest as you guys might notice you start speaking up for yourself. You're not afraid to speak up for yourself, because what I'm sensing, group number 1, with the 6th house in Scorpio, this is the house of enemies in astrology. And I also see it with the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, which talks about abusive people and situations, the 7 of Swords, which talks about defending yourself against abusive people and situations. I feel like group number 1 in November, you might feel like you're under attack by other people, and instead of kind of rolling over and taking it, I see you wearing the skin of your enemies, like this Strength card. I see you guys being empowered and standing up for yourself and being unapologetic of it, because I'm not going to lie, group number 1, I do sort of see this can manifest as like enemies at work, this could manifest as enemies at school, or this could just manifest as like people who try to push your buttons and try to challenge you or try to walk all over you, group number 1. And I see in November, you're really going to stand up for yourself, become that empowered person, and be more willing to fight for yourself and what you believe in. Okay, so some other cards I got for you, group number 1, is the 2 of Summer. You're falling in love or experiencing a deepening of emotion in your current relationship. Marriages or romantic partnerships in distress can be saved, and don't give up. And then we also have the relationship card. Okay, so group number 1, what I'm automatically intuitively picking up is that a lot of you are going to be more authentic, more bold, more willing to stand up for yourself, more fierce, more authentic. And because of that, I sense that a lot of your relationships might be under distress. This could manifest as any relationship, maybe a love relationship, but also this can manifest as a relationship with your parents or friends, because I'm not going to lie, I do see a lot of conflict, group number 1, in November 2019, and this might be very painful for you, but I see you winning. I see you coming out on top. I see you defeating your enemies and becoming the empowered person you were meant to become in even November or even next year in 2020. So all of these conflicts, all of these challenges you will face in November are going to turn you into the brand new person you were meant to be, a more empowered person, a more confident person, a leader, someone who's authentic and doesn't have to say sorry about every little thing they do. I see you defeating your enemies and coming out on top as the victor. Like, that's the biggest message I see for you, group number 1. And you know, Spirit was really telling me, group number 1, in Scorpio season, it wasn't really about getting specific about what's going to happen here on this day, because Scorpio season is such a chaotic month because it's ruled by the 8th house of ups and downs, sudden wins and losses. So this is such an unpredictable season, group number 1. But what I can tell you is the major theme of this is I really feel like you guys are going to start to become independent. You're going to start walking away from anyone who really holds you back or isn't supportive of the new person you're turning into. And I see you becoming a lot more empowered. Now, I'm not going to lie, group number 1, because I never want to sugarcoat it just so you guys will like me, because this is like, you know, like morals as a tarot reader. But with the 10 of Swords and death, I do feel like there is going to be some painful changes in your life in Scorpio season. But all of these changes are very necessary. And anyone who leaves your life was meant to leave your life in November 2019. And I want to tell you, you are going to be victorious over anyone who opposes you in November 2019. For some of you, I even see you changing your job with Scorpio in the 6th house. I see you guys changing your jobs as well, or changing what it is you study. I just see, group number 1, you are the most likely to go through a great change in November 2019, more than any other groups, because this change is like a change that starts from the inside and radiates on the outside. This is a change of becoming empowered. And that's what you can really expect November 2019. So that's all I have for you. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you later. Bye. All right, group number 2, let's see what's coming for you November 2019. And don't worry, I'm going to show you guys the cards so you can look at the energies that we're working with. So we have the Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. We have the Sun, enjoy success and happiness. We have healing, healer, and healed. We have the World. We have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Swords. We have the 4 of Cups, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Hierophant. So group number one, the immediate message that is standing out to me is in November 2019, I really feel like all the fruits of your labor are going to be rewarded to you in November. So for instance, if you've been working really hard at school, you are going to see success or reward at school given to you in November 2019. Let's say you've been working really hard at work. I see all of that hard work paying off for you November 2019. With the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, group number two, what I'm really seeing for you is material success, material abundance. I see a successful investment coming to pay off. I see like you working hard at work finally gives you a raise. I see that working hard at school finally gives you that grade you've been wanting. I'm just sort of seeing group number two, material solid abundance based on the hard work you have done from the past is coming back to you. And if it's not that, group number two, what I really see for you is whatever it is you've been manifesting or wishing for, I see it becoming a tangible reality for you in November 2019. So November is actually Scorpio season. It's a time when we go through great inner transformations, and it's also a time when a lot of ups and downs occur because Scorpio season is ruled by the 8th house of ups and downs, sudden wins and sudden losses. So group number two, what I want to tell you is this month, Spirit was telling me not to predict, oh, so-and-so is going to come back into your life, this is going to happen on this day, because in November it's ruled by Scorpio season, which is unexpected ups and downs, so there's no way to really pinpoint that. But what I can tell you, group number two, is I'm really feeling like the main theme for you is you are going to experience success and happiness. You are going to enjoy success and happiness from your past fruits of your labor, and I really feel that for you guys, group number two. Now, I do want to tell you though, however, I do feel like you guys are in a burnout, group number two. I feel like you've been overworking yourself. I feel like you've been juggling too many things, and I also feel like there's been a lot of expectation on you to perform well. There's been a lot of expectation on you to do well, and I just sort of feel like you guys have become really burnt out. And I see in November 2019 with the Four of Cups like seasonal depression. That's like the message I'm getting, group number two, is seasonal depression, feeling burnt out. And with the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, I'm sort of seeing like a burnout. So Mercury retrograde is going to be happening November 2019, which sometimes has a tendency to like drain our energy, make communication difficult. And because it's in a water sign such as Scorpio, it tends to make us more emotional. So group number two, what I really see in November is the stars energetically are really going to make you feel like you have a hard time keeping up or getting things done, and you might want to push to work harder, or you might feel like there's too much on your plate, and because of that, I'm sort of sensing you breaking. I just sort of feel like group number two, the universe is trying to get you to slow down. I feel like you've constantly been on the go, and the universe is going to put things in your life, opportunities in your life, and this energy in your life so you slow down and you really appreciate all of the success and all of the accomplishments you have manifested in November. This is not the time for you to push forward and work. This is the time for you to enjoy your success, to relax. And also what I'm hearing is a lot of you might be presented an opportunity to take a vacation or a holiday in November, and this vacation or holiday, this trip, this traveling will actually be very, very beneficial for you. For some people, I see it might be with a family, and if you're taking a family trip in November, you know, with your husband, your kids, your parents, I sense this is going to be very, very healing. Because group number two, what I'm sensing with Chiron going retrograde in November 2019, I feel like this is going to be a chance for you to really heal family relationships or close, intimate relationships that you guys have been kind of neglecting. And I feel like group number two, you've been really cut off emotionally lately because you've been so focused on work or school or your goals or getting all the things you need to done, that this Scorpio retrograde is going to bring up a lot of emotions for you. It's going to bring up a lot of healing for you. And I also specifically see it's going to bring up specific specifically healing in your family relationships. So I also have these cards as well. We have detective, and real quick, group number 2, I really pick up that someone in your family, like an older person in your family, has been spying on your social media or asking about you, and I really feel like they really want to connect with you again. This could be a grandparent, a father, or a mother. I'm specifically picking up male energy, but it could be anything. I'm really picking up someone in your family has been spying on you and wants to reconnect with you, and I really feel like group number 2, now is the time to take a break, realize all the success you have manifested, and focus on your family and focus on healing your family relationships as well, because if you keep pushing it, I do sense this seasonal depression, this 4 of Cups coming up, and we even have it with the 5 of Summer, more seasonal depression, group number 2, but there's no reason for you to be depressed because I see so much material abundance coming your way. But the universe, like I said, group number 2, is pushing you to appreciate and enjoy your material abundance, because with the 10 of Spring, you have been working too hard. It's time for you to relax. And look, we also have the Ace of Autumn. Abundance is coming your way. I really feel like group number 2, I really feel that is. And for some of you, because keep in mind this is a general reading, but group number 2, I really feel like some of you have a natural talent that you should put out into the world that has something to do with your life purpose. You guys are naturally good at something, but what I'm hearing is some of you need to invest in that, like invest in a teacher or a mentor, and it doesn't have to be college. It could just be like invest energy into your natural talent, and invest energy into what it is that you find fun, because you guys have really lost the fun in your lives. I feel group number 2, with all of the work, all of the things you're expected to do. So group number 2, I really feel like this is the time for you to invest in that natural talent I'm seeing, and also heal family relationships. Now I'm also seeing with past life relationship and reconciliation, there's someone from your past who's going to make a return into your life. This could be an ex, this could be a friend, but for some of you it could be that family member that I was pointing out as well, so you can expect that too. And I'm also seeing too, guys, one of the things I'm seeing, I forget if I mentioned this, but I really feel like you guys are going to take a holiday, or you're being pushed to take a holiday, and this is going to be something that's really fun, beneficial, and healing for you. Now, group number 2, I really do feel like in November 2019, with the King of Summer, the Hierophant, and the 10 of Pentacles, the universe is going to speak to you through somebody else, because in Sagittarius season, which happens towards the end of November, the universe speaks to us through other people, kind of like signs and synchronicities and numbers on the clock. But in Sagittarius season, at the end of November, the universe speaks to us through other people. And group number 2, I really feel like there's going to be an older person, possibly male, but it could be anyone, who gives you a really good solid piece of advice, or has like something very healing to say to you. And that's actually God, the universe, or whatever you believe in, speaking through them to you. So definitely listen for that as well, group number 2. So that's what I see for you November 2019. I hope you have a fantastic month, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, group number 3, let's see what's coming for you November 2019. And don't you worry, I am going to show you the images so you can see the energies that we're working with. But I have She-Wolf, Unleash the Wild Within. I have Peacekeeper, Let Go of the Need to Be Right. I have Visionary. I have Ambition. I have the King of Wands, the 3 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, Sagittarius, 11th house, and I also have the 5th house in Capricorn. So group number 3, what I really want to tell you is I really feel like November 2019 is going to be an amazing time for you. Mercury retrograde, what? Scorpio season, what? This is going to be a blessed time for you, group number 3, and I truly feel like that. I feel like a lot of you, okay, so this is a general reading, keep that in mind, but the general gist and energy that I'm getting for you, group number 3, is I really feel like a lot of you are going to be a lot more bold, kind of like group number 1, and express some sort of talent, express yourself in such a way that's taken really nicely by other people. We have the King of Wands and the 3 of Cups, which tells me that you are going to be a leader amongst your peers. You are going to be the one shining amongst your peers, group number 3. I feel like there's going to be something about your expression. Maybe it's showcasing a creative talent. Maybe it's just based on your chart, what's going on astrologically in November, group number 3, you're going to be more charismatic, more empowered. But what I see for you, group number 3, is you are going to be a lot more expressive, a lot more bold, a lot more willing to stand out amongst your peers. And because of that, it's going to be taken very well, and other people will be looking at you as a leader. So group number 3 in November, definitely expect leadership opportunities where it's your time to shine. Definitely expect your peers to be looking at you in admiration. Group number 3, this is by far the best November 2019 pick a card reading for you, because all I see is positive, fun, creative energy. So group number 3, what I really see with the 5th house is I feel like a lot of you are going to be extra creative in November 2019, or if not creative, however, that's what I'm really seeing, is creativity is going to be at an all-time high. I'm seeing you're going to have a lot of fun experiences in November 2019 that make you feel like a kid again. I see you being very popular amongst your peer group. And I also see group number 3, another thing that I see is I think you're finally going to realize what you want for the future. That's the most important thing, group number 3. I feel like you guys are going to find your passion, what it is you're passionate about, what it is you want for the future, because I also have ambition. So I really feel like you guys in Scorpio season, November 2019, are going to find what it is that gives you passion. You're going to find what it is that gives you drive. You are going to reinvent yourself creatively. You are going to start expressing yourself creatively and authentically, exploring your passions, exploring your hobbies. And this is going to give you like hope for the future and make you realize what you want for the future. Because I have Capricorn. So group number 3, I'm really hearing the message. I know this is a general reading, but I don't care, that a lot of you are meant to do your creative hobby as a job. And if you're already doing your creative hobby as a job, what I'm really feeling like is you're going to expand on that. I'm seeing with this, a lot of you guys are going to remember a past talent or a past hobby you used to have in the past with the 6 of Cups. It's going to come back to you and you are going to master it. And I also see group number 3, you're finally going to find what it is that gets you going, that you're passionate about. You're going to pursue it and it's going to be successful, because I have visionary, which is like a leader. A visionary is someone who is an inventor, who's way before their time, who is an entrepreneur, is someone who's different than everyone else because of the way they express themselves and because of the way they express their talents. And we have it with ambition and the King of Wands. I feel like group number 3, this is going to be a fantastic month for you, where you expand your creativity. I feel like this is going to be a month for you where you possibly meet other people who share your creative talents, your creative hobbies, or you partner up with other people in expressing your creative hobbies as well. I also feel like group number 3, I'm sorry, there's just so much positive energy for you guys with the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. There's going to be some sort of celebration. So for some of you, it could be like going to a wedding, going to a party, being reunited with friends, reunited with people from the past you've been away from for a while. But I really feel like group number 3 with the 11th house, the 5th house, November is going to be a time when you have so much fun, where you are your inner child, where you express so much creativity. Now, I was told by Spirit in Scorpio season, which is November, I couldn't really channel like specific things, like this is going to happen on this day, because Scorpio season, which is happening in November, is ruled by the 8th house of sudden wins, sudden losses, so it's a really unpredictable season. But group number 3, what I want to tell you is November is going to be life-changing for you in the fact where you're finally going to start showcasing your creative talents. You're finally going to start stepping into that leadership position. You're finally going to be all that fire you kind of kept stoic and on the inside, as I see from the Peacekeeper and She-Wolf. If you look at this, I feel like in the past you were the Peacekeeper. You had a lot of fire, you had a lot of creativity, you had a lot of talent hidden in you silently. But in November, that's really going to start to come out and you're really going to start expressing that. And because you do that, because you're not afraid to be bold and it finally just pours out of you, I see it being very, very successful for you. Because we also have Jupiter, okay, which is the most beneficial planet. So I really feel like any creative thing you pursue, any fun trip you take is going to be very beneficial for you. We have entrepreneur, employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your coworkers and teammates who will remain loyal to your side and ensure your success in all ways. So other people are going to believe in you too. And we also have no more complaining, because group number 2, I do sense with the Queen of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, a lot of you guys don't see your natural talents. You don't see your natural gifts. You might be stuck in a mindset where you're always like, woe is me, poor me, nothing ever good happens. Not calling you out. I get like that too. But I sort of sense that in the past, you maybe have been quiet because you didn't feel like what you had to say or offer was worth anything to anyone. But in November, I see that she-wolf coming out, you expressing that, and it being very, very beneficial and taken very, very well, with you being more authentic and more bold. And like I said, I do sense some sort of celebration, some friend reunion, some group creative activity. I'm just sort of seeing group number 3. Sorry if I get really excited, but I really feel like this is going to start being the change for you that you need, where you really go into the spotlight, even though it might be hard for you to realize that you are worth being in the spotlight. That's what I see. I see release and surrender. We shower you with blessings and radiant love, which is your angels. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped with your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to receive our love and assistance. So group number 1, the troubled times are over after November. Now is your time in the sun. Now is the time for you to step into that leadership position and get out of your comfort zone. I am definitely seeing that. And we also have wedding. So for some of you, like I said, I see creative partnerships. I see a strengthening in your friendships. Maybe you're going to be going to a wedding or celebration, but I definitely see like a celebration in your honor or something like that. Group number 3 in November 2019. So this is a really awesome time for you. I really hope you enjoy this November. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what awesome things happen to you later on, and I will see you later. Bye. All right, group number 4, let's see what's coming for you November 2019. And don't you worry, I am going to show you the images periodically, because I do think it's important to look at the images in order to see what kind of energy coming for you November 2019. So we have warrior, be fearless and stand strong. We have druid, hold the space. We have child, divine. We also have self-love. We have the 4 of winter. We have the queen of spring. We have the hermit. We have the ace of wands. We have the 10 of wands. We have the sun. We have the page of cups. We have the 3 of wands, the ace of cups, and we also have moon in the 8th house. We also have Venus and Aquarius. Okay, group number 1. So this is what I'm seeing for you November 2019. So first of all, what I am seeing with the 4 of winter and the hermit, I am sensing, and especially with the moon in the 8th house cards, I feel like group number 4, this is going to be a time for you in November where you do feel more introverted than normal. I am definitely seeing that. And I actually channeled a message from your higher selves just now, which I'm really excited to share with you, because when I look at the warrior and I also look at druid, if you look at this looks like the same person except older, doesn't it? Like, isn't that crazy? And group number 4, what I'm hearing is that your higher self is trying to come through, your future self, group number 4. So a lot of you have been standing and waiting for something for a while. You've been holding your ground, waiting for something, working towards something, waiting for a manifestation, waiting for something to happen that you really, really want to happen, but it has not happened yet. You kind of feel like, what's the point in waiting? I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. Like, you kind of just feel like the future is never going to come, or what it is that you want is never going to manifest. And I channeled a message from your higher self, group number 4. It is going to manifest. Just hang in there. I definitely see that for you guys with the 3 of wands, which represents completion, what you want manifesting, and it is coming for you. And specifically, I heard that your manifestation, or that thing you've been waiting for, is going to come to you in Aquarius season, the time of karma, when our good karma comes back. So Aquarius Aquarius season in February of next year, I believe, that is when what it is you've been waiting for is going to manifest for you. Okay, group number 4, I do want to tell you that. Now in November, you are going to be feeling more introverted with the Hermit and the Four of Winter, and this is completely normal with the Mercury retrogrades. This is completely normal with Scorpio season, but I do want you to be aware of that. In November, you might feel like you're fighting against the wind, like you're fighting against a lost cause, which I see with the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Wands, and you might feel like getting up, but you're giving up, but your higher self is telling me, group number 4, do not give up, stand your ground, keep fighting. This is a time that might be a little more challenging for you, group number 4. I want you to know it's completely normal with what's going on astrologically in the world, but I'm specifically seeing that too with the moon in the 8th house, which means ups and downs in the way you feel, getting met with a lot of challenges, feeling like life is beating you down, group number 4. But what I want to tell you is keep fighting, get through this month, because in Aquarius season, your blessings are coming and manifesting, and I see that. And for some of you, because keep in mind this is a general reading, but with Venus in Aquarius, I feel like for some of you who are waiting for a relationship, that's going to manifest for you in Aquarius season. Or if not that, since Venus is the planet of blessings, your blessings are going to manifest in February of next year, group number 4, and I really feel that for you. So in November, you might be met with a lot of trials and tribulations. You might feel like you've aged so much over this last year, or you might feel like you've been put through the gauntlet in November, as I can see with Warrior and Druid being the same person except aged. But if you can hold out during this stressful time in November, your blessings are going to be coming. And another message I heard, because of Child and Divine, and also because of the Sun and the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups, in November, this is not the time to beat yourself up because you feel like you're not making any progress. This is the time for you to take a break, kind of like group number 2. This is the time for you to take a break and realize your manifestations and blessings are coming. Just because it's not happening right now doesn't mean it's not happening. Now is not the time to beat yourself up over your talents because you feel like you haven't done enough or you're not good enough, group number 4. Because as I can see with self-love, November is the time for you to like really just take a bath, go get a haircut, relax, take this time as a break. And if you hold this space and allow the universe to work its magic, your manifestations or what you wish for is coming. Because if you're constantly watching the pot boil, it is never going to boil. That's another message I heard for you, group number 4. Trust that your blessings are coming. Trust that your skills, your assets, your talents are enough. And then in Aquarius season, it is going to manifest for you in November 2019. Alright, group number 4, so I actually decided to do a separate clip in order to channel the message from your future self, because I just wanted to get in a spot where I could light a candle and really focus in on the message, because I was definitely picking up group number 4's future selves. Keep in mind this is a general reading, but I feel like for those of you who picked group number 4, this might be applicable to you. So group number 4, I actually have some notes from your higher self to really get a gist of what they were trying to tell you. Well, what really cued me in is there's a lot of like single staff standing alone with Warrior, Druid, and the Ace of Wands. I feel like a lot of you feel like you're standing alone, or a lot of you feel like you're alone, fighting your battle alone. And your future self, which I see is represented by the Three of Wands as well, is looking back on you with the Ace of Cups, trying to tell you that you are so much loved than you think. I feel like a lot of you guys feel so alone, like maybe you're struggling with self-love, so you can't see why anyone else would love you, or you feel so alone that you can't see like how much love is around you, how many people love you and appreciate you, especially what I'm seeing with Moon in the 8th house, which normally talks about being very depressed, being very up and down in the way you feel, feeling alone, and also feeling like no one truly understands you, like you're standing in this world alone. But your future self is saying, hey, appreciate the people in your life right now, because there are people right now in your life who care so much about you, because we have this message right here. Karma is on your side, if it would focus, and it says, if you could read all the minds that I read, hear all the prayers that I hear, and beat all the hearts that I beat, I wonder if you'd even believe how often you're thought of, talked about, and fallen in love with. It's payback time. So I feel like that's a message from your higher self saying, hey, I'm looking back on you right now, and you're not seeing all of this love with the Ace of Cups, all of this love that's around you right now. You might feel alone. You might feel like no one else. You might feel like you stand alone in your fight. It's like you against the world, but you're not. And your future self's looking back at you saying, look at the people around you. Look at your friends around you. They are trying to help you fight this battle. And I see with the moon in the 8th house, there might be a fear of intimacy or a fear of being weak or vulnerable with people. I'm definitely seeing that over here. But your future self is saying to appreciate these moments right now with the people close to you, with the ones who love you, because looking back, they're saying that they wish they did, and they want you to do that as well. Now, I also have some other messages for you. There isn't a soul on the planet who doesn't crave your approval. So pretty much the message is, don't take the people around you for granted. That's a very big message I'm hearing. And we also have, all there is love. Sorry, I'm trying to get my camera to focus. All there is to love has been there all along. When you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found before, it's always because you've grown. Okay, so group number 1, that is your message. I'm hearing that you are not alone. And your future self is saying to appreciate those around you and to be kinder on yourself, because you beat yourself up a lot. You spend too much time alone in your head thinking you're alone, and you're not. And I almost feel like your future self is saying that they've reverted back to that childlike mentality, like your future self, where they're a lot more trusting and they found their joy again. Because I feel like a lot of you have turned into that old man, that druid, but your future self is saying that I've learned all these lessons, and I see a lot, like I said, a lot of joy. I see a lot of your manifestations coming into fruition, because your future self is saying that those blessings that you have been manifesting are here. You made it. They're also saying just right now, be easy on yourself and appreciate these moments. And that's pretty much the gist of the message I was getting. I hope that resonated. I hope you have a fantastic day, guys, and I will see you later.